dunia betul-betul sangat sulit saat ini. Tahun depan akan lebih sulit lagi dan banyak yang menyampaikan akan gelap signifikan.
Bilang gue cuma nakut-nakutin doang, hoax 2023, itu sok cenayang. Padahal jelas-jelas di video put bahwa bilang Indonesia tuh resilient. Dan yang membuka diskusi ini kan sebenarnya Pak Jokowi juga.
Akan krisis. Nggak krisis aja gue udah krisis.
Soal integrasi ekonomi Indonesia dengan perekonomian global. Lu nggak akan mengalami perceraian kalau lu nggak menikah. Nah, nangkep nggak?
The statement from Mr. President represents the state of Indonesian society at the end of 2022. Debate secured among the public and important figures regarding whether Indonesia will be facing a recession in 2023 or not. Several economic influencers went viral for their controversial content related to this issue. Recession itself stands for a condition where a country's economy weakens for 2 consecutive quarters. Projection on a world recession in 2023 arose from the fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing war in Ukraine that has led to a significant economic slump in 2022. Prices for some common commodities are reaching record levels, economic growth is slowing, and inflation is rising. Even so, data states that Indonesia's economy remains stable and resilient. Director of the World Bank for Indonesia and Timor-Leste, Satu Kahkonen, and Indonesia Economic Prospects say, in the midst of global uncertainty, Indonesia has experienced continuous improvement in many areas that are important for its long-term growth, especially macroeconomic stability, public sector governance, and infrastructure. This happens because Indonesia's economy is not too dependent on the world's economy. It means the majority of the country's revenue is generated from domestic income, especially in the real sector. Meanwhile, income from the export-import, which is a sector that is in direct contact with the global economy, only contributes 21% of the total GDP. So that, when there is a collapse in the world economy, Indonesia can still survive as long as economic activities in the country continue to run. In addition, Indonesia is also on the quarter which is rich in resources. Almost all the best ingredients needed are available in Indonesian nature. So when other countries experience a crisis of staples, Indonesia is still rich in staples. In responding to the economy in the COVID-19 era, the steps taken by the government are to redetermine fiscal and monetary policies. The fiscal monetary include strengthening the health sector as the key to economic recovery, providing MSME support and social protection, and using the state budget as a shock absorber for inflation. While for monetary, we have macroprudential policy, payment system policy, money market deepening, and green finance policy, as well as MSMEs and Sharia will be directed to support economic growth. From these policies, Indonesia's economy was previously estimated to grow from 5% to 5.5% in 2022. We can see that the Islamic economy is a component in the country's post-COVID economic recovery and plays an important role. Managing Director of the World Bank from Indonesia, Mari LK Pangestu, at the 5th Annual Islamic Finance Conference said the 4 keys to the contribution of the Islamic economy to post-pandemic economic recovery are increased support for MSMEs, increased financial inclusion through the use of digital technology, applying special instruments in Islamic finance such as zakat, wakaf, infak, and sadaqah, as well as takaful or Sharia insurance, to protect vulnerable groups of society. And the last, support for Islamic financial instruments in the recovery of the green economy by facilitating and channeling capital for green investment. The turmoil in the world economy since the pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine conflict has left a scarring effect on the way people behave. However, Indonesia managed to overcome the economic turmoil and maintain stability. Indonesia is even among the most resilient countries in its economy, and various cooperation has also begun to establish or offered by developed countries. This will certainly increase the self-esteem of Indonesia nation itself, and hopefully this can help people recover from the wounds caused by the recession during the pandemic. However, we recognize that not all countries can recover from this economic turmoil. On the other hand, Indonesia is treading the path toward the goal of Indonesia Emas in 2045. Therefore, Indonesia needs to be careful in maintaining its stability, not to mention the challenges of inflation caused by the pandemic and world geopolitical conflicts, then the El Nino phenomenon that is currently happening, and also the economy of the 2024 election. What Indonesia needs is optimism and vigilance, because experience shows that Indonesia is a resilient country that able to face various world challenges.